Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina. This video is followed by previous video, which we will talk more regarding of the URL pattern matching procedure happened in Jakarta servlet applications. Okay, so here is suppose we have a request that comes, and in our web.xml file we have more than one filter, and the URL pattern matches the request URL. So which one of the filter will be invoked, and if both of them are invoked, so what's the order? Okay, which one will be called first and which one is a second? And it have a like a principle when apply the filter chains. Okay, which is different from the servlet. Servlet, it only has one. Even though several URL pattern matches, it will only has one will be invoked, will be used to respond to the request. But a filter, it will all of the filter will be called, and it's gonna have a chain. So the order that the container use in building the chain of the filters to be applied for a particular request URL is doing by the order I listed here. First, it will use the URL pattern. Okay, the URL pattern matching filter mappings in the same order that those elements appear in the deployment descriptor. Which means, suppose now we have a request that comes. The request URL is HTTP, some localhost, okay, 8080, and I have a context root, and then have a welcome, okay, or web something, okay, or hello. Doesn't matter, because in our web.xml file, we configure our filters like this way. When you see the URL pattern, and here is this is our exception, the case, right, which we have a asterisk. Asterisk will match any request, no matter what kind of request it comes, it can match for all of them. In this case, okay. And if you have web, like this is asterisk, it will map for any request which has a leading /web. Okay, anything after that is fine. So in this case, now we have a URL comes like this way. So our web.xml file configure two filter. Which one will go first? That's the question now, right? Because both of them match the URL, so both of them will be invoked. And which one will go first? As the statement says, in the same order that these elements appear in the web.xml file. So this one, the authentication filter appear first. So this do filter method in this filter will be called first. And the log filter appear after this authn filter. So this do filter in log filter will be called first. What it means is, let's write a diagram. So here, authn filter, and another one is a log filter. So now I have suppose here is go to welcome, okay, which will go to our welcome servlet. Sorry. If I draw here, probably my face, my face will cover that. So I want to redraw a little bit here second. So now let's have our URL comes, which is http /localhost 8080 and context root /welcome, which is go to welcome servlet. So here we will have a servlet, which is called the welcome servlet. Okay, and now the request comes, and this URL match to this one and match this one, right? So now the container will resolve a filter chain. The filter chain defines which filter will be called and also the order for them. And based on the statement, first it will go to the author filter. Second, it will go to a log filter. Okay, so when the request comes, go to the welcome server, the request. This is request will go to author filter. Why? Because in the web.xml file, this author filter appear before the log filter. So this one is go first, this one will go second. So request will go to log filter, then go to the welcome servlet. So this is a request, and this is a request. But for the response, it's gonna go to what? It's going to go to the reverse order. So response, okay, it will go through the reverse order like this way, and then response. Got it? That is the first one doing. And suppose inside your request, you also have inside your web.xml, you also has another filter. Suppose here we have another filter. Let me choose another color. How about yellow? So here I will have another filter which insert here. Isn't clear? We'll use green. How about I have another filter mapping which is 3 filter. Filter mapping, okay, mapping. And filter name some filter. Okay, I couldn't find a good name. Okay, sorry, filter name. Okay, and then here we don't use URL pattern, we use servlet name. Okay, we talk about to configure filter. You either use URL pattern, you either use servlet name, okay? One of them is mandatory. Suppose here, this is welcome servlet. The servlet name is also called welcome servlet. Okay, so now in the web.xml file, this is defined first, which is this field defined first, this field defined second, this field defined third. Now, when I have the same request comes, go to welcome servlet. So what's the order now? The order is, oh my God. The order is still, first it will go check all the filters, use URL pattern. Okay, still this one. And after all the URL pattern that is being resolved, it will next check the servlet name, okay? Matching filter mappings in the same order that the elements inside the deployment descriptor. Even though in our example, the filter mapping, okay, the servlet name, which appear before these two URL pattern, the filter, but it will be resolved here. So in the same case, here we'll have another one, which is some filter matches this one, okay? And the request will go here first, then go to welcome servlet. Then the response will go back and then go back like this. Okay, this is the next one. Last one is, this is a rarely case, which is you have a filter mapping, but you configured both servlet name and URL pattern. We can configure like this, but I never experienced. I only use URL pattern before. Okay, I never use the servlet name. Okay, but it exists. Okay, and you can use it. So this case is. Wait for a second. Here we have a filter name. Okay. We have a filter mapping, and this is for only one filter. And you configure the URL pattern, you configure servlet name, you configure servlet another name, you configure another URL pattern. It's doable. So now, how the container actually resolve the mapping? and the container will expand the filter mapping to be duplicated. Can I see here? Previously, we only has one filter mapping. Based on the server name and URL pattern, it will expand to 4. And the order for them is based on the order here, the order you defined in the original source code, and that's the order for each of expanded filter mapping. See here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that is based on the same rule. First URL pattern, second is the server name. Okay, and if we have a request that comes, okay, and suppose the request is go to servlet 1. Okay, servlet 1, and the URL is a full ABC, and this request comes and it will match this URL pattern, right? And also this URL pattern. So in this case, which one will be invoked? Obviously, the filter will the same filter will be invoked, right? Will it invoke twice? No, only one, because both of them will map to the same filter. Even though when we expand, seems this one will be first, this one will be first, this one will be second, but actually only one because they are the same. Okay. Now let me show you some demos to demonstrate what we have talked so far. Okay. Discard, and we will go to our this is the previous example filter demo, and if you follow my playlist, this is the last demo I wrote, but I will make some change. First, I will remove this include, okay, for all the requests, so our demo is short. And the second one, I will remove this, I will comment this include, and just output some message. Okay, that's the thing. Two things I will do. First thing I want to demo you is here I have a asterisk, right? A wild card, and I will do is I will change here to have a multiple URL to demo you. It actually work with a path. Okay, so now this one is have a path, right? It will also match. Okay, suppose like this one have multiple. Okay, let's redeploy. Not deploy successfully. I'll quit. I worry that I actually was doing something I don't want to expose. So now I will go to my browser, put it here. Okay, so I want to do something else, which is this left and this one is right. Okay, good. And so I can see the. So now take a look at when I make a call. This is welcome to get is from our servlet, but the Edward is very handsome is from the filter. That means it actually go to our filter, right? So this one doesn't have any question because it's slash and match this one. Okay, and next one is I will make the same call to this one. And if we see Edward is very handsome, it means it also matches, right? See here, it also matches, and from the console you will also see the do filter method is being invoked. Okay, that is this one. Okay, the asterisk will also match the path. Second one I want to show you is suppose now I don't want to use the URL pattern. I will use the servlet name. It still work. Okay, and in this case I have to give a name. Okay, so here called the welcome servlet. Okay, and then here you either can use URL patterns or either use value. They are alias to each other. and redeploy. And oh, sorry, I forgot. Here I will have to copy and paste here. You are servlet name, right? So now we are using servlet name to do the match. So good. And now we will refresh. Still, you see handsome, and it go to the request login filter, which means if it cannot find URL pattern, it will use servlet name, right? And also this one also works. See here, okay? And it can also be together. Suppose I have both, and both will match, right? But it only called once, it won't call twice. Even it's when it's expand, it seems as two filter mapping, but it map to the same filter, so it will call only once. So now I will go here. Only called once, okay? And actually it will use the URL pattern to do the matching, because this one will appear before this servlet name. Even it will switch, but it will resolve your URL pattern first. Okay, so that's it for this one. Next one is let's create another filter. Later on, I want to write a demo to do authentication. So now I will add authentication. Is it the correct spelling? Authentication filter. Okay, and now I will do is first implements filter. Here, make sure you import this Jakarta servlet, okay? Otherwise, it's not a filter. And I will only provide implementation for do filter, because what? Because what? Because init and destroy, I don't need to do things for them here, okay? And I will do filter chain dot do filter and servlet response, and I will add a now to show you the order. Do you remember go first and reverse order when response back, okay? And here I will say authentication filter second. Okay, good. Now I will still use XML to do configuration. Later on, I will show you how to use how to use annotation to do. Okay, that's the next demo. And here I will remove the filter name. And again, I have to change the configuration to do authentication filter, and I will remove these two. Just leave this one, okay? And here I will comment this one first. Even that comment for this demo is still the same result, okay? So now, when I make a call to the any URL like this one to the root, okay? This URL pattern will be match, and this URL pattern also match. So in this case, both authentication filter and request login filter will be invoked. And what's the order for them? Based on the order in the source code. So request login appear before authentication. So you will see request login filter, it will be invoked first, and then authentication filter. But when the response, you will see the authentication filter will be first, and this one will be second, okay? The request order is based on the order in the web.xml file. The reverse order is for the response. Okay, now let's redeploy. Sorry. Okay, deploy successfully. Now I will just refresh. And let's take a look at. You will see both of the order from the output it code, and here we will have our request login filter first, then authentication filter second, right? And then after the request done is from the servlet, the response will go through the reverse order. So that's why here we will see authentication filter goes first, then request login goes second. This way and this way, okay? And now I will do another one, which is here. I don't use URL pattern, I will use servlet name. Guess who will be invoked first? Authentication. Because when the container resolves the chain of the filter, it will first resolve URL pattern. And after all the URL pattern configuration is done, it will check the servlet name. So even though in the web.xml file deployment descriptor, the request login filter appear before authentication, but this one will be invoked first. So let's take a look at. Okay. Okay, I think it's done. Refresh. So they see here, authentication filter first, then request login, because here is using URL pattern and here is using servlet name. See here. Okay, and this is reverse order, right? But if you have both, obviously this one will be first, this one will be second, no doubt. Okay. Okay, now refresh. Request login will be first. Okay. See here, request login and then authentication, because here we also have a URL pattern, and here is URL pattern. Okay, so this one appear before this one. Okay. I think now after explanation, I think you guys are clear about the order of the filter chain. Okay, but this is the case happened in web.xml file. And the next video, when we talk about web filter, which is using annotation to configure our filter, it's gonna be different. Okay, thank you for watching this video, and see you next time. Bye bye.